First of all, let me just say trigger warning. So, for a minute now, it's taken me a long time to really get on here and talk. I don't know why, because I really don't have a problem speaking in large groups or talking on a stage even. I guess it just kind of throws me off with the whole phone situation. But you know what? Those days are over. I'd ask that you stay just for a second to see this, if this is for you. And if it's not, then move on. Or if you want to stay to hate, or you want to stay to learn, or whatever you want to stay for, I hope that you get something out of this. So a few years, probably about 2 years ago, I came on Facebook and I said that I wanted to do a podcast. Well, I ran into some obstacles in the process. I was never able to do the podcast. Not saying that it's not going to come in the future, but I was never able to do it for personal reasons. Now, you say, who is she? Who is she to come and talk about recovery or addiction or any of these things? Well, I'll give you my credentials. I am a survivor of many years of child sexual assault and abuse. I am also a survivor of adult sexual assault. I fell into my addiction in my mid-teens due to past traumas. By the age of 24, I was incarcerated for my first time going to prison for 3 years. While incarcerated, I didn't really get what I needed to get out of it, and I'll be honest, to the point that after being released, I carried on with the same things I was doing before I went. I really didn't know no difference. I guess I just didn't really have it in me to change at that moment in time, if I'm being real with you guys. But so a few months out after getting released in 2011 for that, within a few months, I was right back, going straight back to prison for a 10-year mandatory bid with 10 years probation and 3 years run concurrent for gun charges. I'm not going to say that prison didn't help me, because in reality, I'm one of those people that you could have given me rehab and I probably would have bucked. I'd probably be on the street these days if that was the case, but prison just did something for me. It opened me up to a whole new life, that last 10-year bid. Really went through some healing things while I was there. You know, I learned how to tattoo. It's a passion of mine. That's what got me a lot through a lot of my recovery and a lot of my days. It's what I do now. But I just have to say to you guys, I wanted to do this video to spread awareness and to really let everybody know that I am going to get on this. If I'm just posting live on Facebook or TikTok or wherever, I really don't care about the monetization part of it. It's really not what it's about. So what got me to this point is I've been released now from prison for 5 years as of April 8th this past year. In those 5 years, I really set myself some goals to reach at a 5-year mark. Didn't think I was going to reach all of them, but I have. That's another video to discuss. After being home for 5 years, after being home for almost my first year, I moved back home from Miami with my partner back here to my hometown. When I got back here, I really just had this passion. I did a program, RTTU program in Gadsden Correctional, that I really enjoyed. I didn't think I needed as much as turns out that I did, but it helped me a lot along the way. Met a lot of wonderful people who are still in recovery to this day, and I'm super proud of you guys. Even if I don't mention it on you guys' post, just know that I'm watching, and I'm so happy for you guys. And I believe and have faith in every single one of you guys, even my people out here who hasn't been to prison or who hasn't done time and struggling with addiction or past trauma. You got this. Anyways, so when I first got home, I contacted the jail, our local jail here, and asked if they have programs. I guess as of COVID 2020, all those programs had ceased to exist, and really nobody had bothered to contact back and really get those meetings up and going again. So for almost a year, this is in 21, for almost a year, I fought to get into the jails, and back and forth with talking to sheriffs and lieutenants and mayors and majors and so many more to boot. After that, in 2022, I was approved by the jail to start going into the jail to teach recovery to the girls, to get them before they hit the streets. Unfortunately, I'm not a man, so I couldn't get into the male program. But I will say that I joined the coalition within like 2 weeks after getting approved to go into the jail. And I did that for a few months. Not long before getting approved for going into the jail, I had lost my baby brother to a bike accident. That really brought on a bunch of other healing that I needed to do, realizing that my kids were still on their toes about healing and about me being home, and really needed to work on those things. So I really took the time away, and in that process I handed those meetings over to Nikki Waits and left it with the coalition. And I really thank her and Harry Waits for actually picking up the males program in the jail as well and doing amazing. Shout out to both Nikki and Harry Waits, because they're just amazing. And I really appreciate them for stepping in while I stepped away. I want to say all this to let you know that I have a passion for recovery, and I really want to help people gain knowledge and healing from past trauma and from addiction. And I want you guys to know that your mistakes don't define you. Okay, people will call you a druggie, people will call you a junkie, people will call you a troublemaker, people will call you all kinds of things in life. But I want you to remember that those things don't define you. That's not what makes you, okay? If anything, it gives you a strength, because of the things that happened to me has made me, I'm grateful. As crazy as it sounds to say that, I'm grateful for the trauma that I went through, in a sense, because it's made me very aware of my surroundings, that I could share with other people and make them aware as well. I just wanted to say that, all this to say that I really want to start, I'm interested in picking up programs and doing them online or on live or whatever's easiest for the community. I know people struggle with getting out, maybe they feel shameful, but at least you could pick up your phone and you could listen to somebody and maybe get something out of it. I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm still learning, but I will tell you I've come a long way, and that I love you guys, and that I really want to see every single one of you succeed. I don't want you to let that stigma of addiction or trauma or your record stop you or make you feel like you're not worthy of the life you always dreamed of, because I promise you, you are just as worthy as anybody else, just as worthy as anybody else to have all the things that you deserve in life. I love you guys, and if this is something you're interested in seeing more of, please let me know. Please leave a comment if anything that I've said touches you in any way, or anything I've ever said to you has touched you in any way. I really want to be here for you. I want you guys to know that I'm a safe space. I'm a safe space if you are struggling with any of these things that I mentioned. I want you to know that you can come to me. You can talk to me. I don't give a damn if it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Contact me somehow. Even if you don't know me, know that I hear you. I see you, even if you're not speaking.